The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here is a live look out at the airport showing partly to mostly cloudy skies. There's a little bit of sunshine peeking through some of the clouds, but temperatures are fairly cool out there. Hot Springs is currently sitting at 26 degrees. South Boston at 45, as is Danville. So there's about a 20-degree temperature gradient. Colder air is starting to funnel in from the north and west. Roanoke is sitting at 42. So is Smith Mountain Lake and Martinsville, Hillsville, and Wytheville rounding off at about 37 degrees. High temperatures across the board today get up into the 40s. A lot of us in the lower 40s, some of us in the upper 40s, like parts of Southside, could get to the 50-degree mark for some areas across parts of Lynchburg and Southside, but nonetheless mid-40s for the majority of us. Now, if we have a look at the radar for the region, we do start to see the effects of the Alberta Clipper that is coming into play for parts of the Ohio River Valley, getting close to the Tennessee Valley as well. Lake effect snow taking place, going to impact parts of Buffalo this afternoon and into the evening, but this band of rain is going to start to gradually move further and further towards the east, and it's going to impact us later on this evening and into the overnight. So let's have a look at Future Tracker and temperatures on top of that, because temperatures are going to play a big role in this evening's weather event. Now, getting into about 8-9 o'clock, temperatures still in the mid-30s for parts of the NRV, and the Highlands notice 39 for Roanoke, 40s widespread across Southside and Lynchburg. As we get to about 12 a.m., there are chances for snow for parts of the Highlands and the NRV, but temperatures still a little bit too warm. They're not 32 degrees or below, so we're not going to see any accumulation at this time, or at least at midnight. Once we get to about 4 a.m., things get a little bit more dicey. They get closer. Temperatures are now at 33 degrees. So the high elevated areas like the mountaintops and the west facing slopes are going to see some snow accumulation. Anywhere from about 1 inch to 2 inches is possible, but the majority of us will just see a light dusting. As for the Roanoke Valley, temperatures still at about 37, 38 degrees, so not going to see any snow accumulation for the Roanoke Valley and east. However, we could see a couple of flurries as the mid-levels of the atmosphere will be cold enough to have flurries get close to the surface. So we may see them as we look up later on this evening and into the overnight. Going into tomorrow morning, we'll start to clear up, and then we'll start to clear up throughout our Wednesday as well. Snowfall estimates less than 1 inch all around, anywhere from 1 to 2 for the west-facing slopes and for the mountaintops. Winter threats going into tomorrow. Parts of the NRV and the Highlands could see some slick roads, as temperatures will be very, very close to the freezing point, so we could see some rain on the ground. That could lead to some icy conditions, which could then lead to some school delays. Shoveling snow and power outages are not expected with this system. Now, going into Thursday and Friday, we will have a brief warm-up as warmer air will start to build in from the south. It's not going to be warm like it was last week, where we got into the 70s, where some spots were pushing the upper 70s and getting close to 80 degrees. However, it is going to be dry on Thursday and Friday, so we will have a brief period of a warm-up. Temperatures get into the upper 50s, and then Groundhog's Day is this Friday.